woman, a Chinese American woman, was working at a tanning salon in the Noble Square neighborhood in Chicago, and the police came in to do a prostitution raid based not on anything that Jessica Klyzek had done or was accused of doing, but that one of the employees in the back supposedly had done or allegedly had done. And these police come in, 12 deep, with SWAT gear on, and they grab her. She doesn't know what's happening. She doesn't even know they're the police, and it's all caught on video. And one of them, after she's handcuffed, she's about 95 pounds soaking wet, she's on the ground, sitting on the ground with her legs out in front of her and her hands handcuffed behind her back, and you see one of the police officers just haul off and whack her in the head on the video. And then another police officer starts yelling at her, calling her an animal, telling her she's not an American. You are not an American, because she's saying, I'm an American. And they're saying, you're not an American. He's swearing at her, threatening to put her in a box and ship her back to where she came from, threatening to bury her in the backyard and nobody would ever care. And it's all caught on video, the whole thing, because the video is actually recording off-site. So we had this video, and on the video, after this whole incident is over, you see the police officers trying to get the video. They're trying to get the video. They see that there's a camera, and you see them, and you can actually hear them having discussions about trying to obtain this video, which, unfortunately for them, was recording off-site. And so we had this video, because they actually ended up charging Jessica with a felony, and we had this video that ultimately we brought a civil rights lawsuit for. The city settled the case very, very quickly, and then what happened at IPRA, the so-called Independent Police Review Authority, was very illuminating. This was pre-Laquan McDonald, and they basically didn't even interview the officers. They allowed the case to go to mediation, which means that they allowed the police officers and their attorneys to have input into what their punishment would be. Of the, 12 or so police officers that were there, all of who are standing around eating candy out of the candy dish while this whole thing is going on, none of whom reported any misconduct. 3 of them were disciplined. The sergeant of the whole team was given 1-day suspension as part of their mediation agreement. And the officer who threatened to put Jessica Klyzek in a box and send her back to wherever she came from was given a 25-day suspension, and the officer who hit her in the head while she was handcuffed got an 8-day suspension. So I guess that's an example of like how broken. And here you have a video, here you have police officers who have demonstrated categorically, they've demonstrated categorically that they are not fit to wear a badge in a diverse city like the one that we live in here. And they had a small suspension, which they got to participate in, and then they're back on the street.